Look at that ant. Staggering through the grass. It must be like a jungle to him. He's carrying a bit of earth between his jaws. No, they don't call them jaws. What do they call them? Mandibles, that's it, mandibles. They say that piece of earth is equivalent to a human being carrying 10 times his own weight. That's like me carrying a grand piano. Just imagine what it would be like if I joined an ant colony, lugging grand pianos about all day. Well, my mandibles wouldn't stand up to it. Down he goes into the little hole. I bet it's hell in there. Thousands of ants working like maniacs. No slacking allowed. I wouldn't last 5 minutes. I'd be fired for idling. The queen ant would take one look at me and give me a punch straight up the mandibles. What do they do with the idle ants? They eat them up, that's it. Any drones about and they gobble them up. That could be a very nasty business. Miss Pringle, send Slade in, will you? Yes, Mr. Brown. Ah, Slade. I've just been looking through your sales sheets. Haven't sold many grand pianos this month, have you? No, sir. Been slacking on the job? Yes, sir. Miss Pringle. Yes, Mr. Brown? Eat, Slader. Yes, Mr. Brown. Thank you, Miss Pringle. Ah, he's come out again. Hello. Here comes a red ant. Oh, this is going to be a fight to the death. Now watch it. Now keep the red ant at a distance. That's it. Lead with your left. Watch it. Watch it. Your thorax is wide open. Cover up. Cover it up. Watch that left one, antennae. Now watch that right mandible. I said watch. Well, I told you to watch the right mandible, didn't I? It's another red victory. It's not much fun being an ant, especially an English one. Of course, in Africa it's different. They have it all their own way out there. They're tremendous great things, the size of your thumb. They line up like troops and they march through the countryside eating everything. Dee-bum, 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 bum it. Bum it, dee-bum, 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 bum, dee-bum, dee-bum, dee-bum. Nothing gets in their way. Woods, houses, humans. Get a squad of those ants over here and they'd carve out an M1 while Marples was still thinking about it. Hello. Oh, no. Get back. Get back. This is England. Get back. Get away. Get it! Well, I'd think twice before signing citizenship papers in an ant colony. Still, there's plenty of life in the country. Ants are only a part of it. I'll take a look around, I think. What great air conditioning. Now, let's see. If I grab the piano so, and I flexed my mandibles so, that's one thing I must remember. You're never alone in the country. You may think you are, but there are thousands of hidden eyes watching you. Bird's eyes, cat's eyes, mouse's eyes, sheep's eyes, bull's eyes, butterflies, customs and excise. Hello, a signpost. Gurney, Slade, Cuckold's Coombe. Cuckold's Coombe? Obviously marks the spot of some Elizabethan shilly-shallying. Gurney, Slade. Funny names they have in the country. Now, wait a minute. Where are we? Right. Heads, it's that way. Tails, it's that way. Heads. That way. Right.
Watch what you're doing, young man. You town people have no manners at all. You can see I've got a grand piano in my mandibles. I don't know what the country is coming to. Here I am working my mandibles to the bone. I'm a busy ant, I'll have you know. Getting in the way. Grand pianos are heavy things. I've been going in and out of anthills all day with this. Really, some people, they're just impossible.
Morning.
Ah, good morning. Lovely weather we're having.
Wind's in the northeast. Always a good sign.
Yes. Looks a very nice place you've got here. How big is it, actually?
100 acre, give or take a few yards.
100 acres? Let me see, that's 4,840 square yards multiplied by 100.
Give or take a few yards.
Give or take a few yards, quite.
Big enough for us, anyhow.
Yes. How many of you are there, actually?
There's me, the wife, Daisy and her crowd, the Rooster family.
Oh, there's quite a few of you then. Don't you have any help?
3 humans, that's all.
Only 3 humans?
Can't stock any more. Take up too much room, you see. Have to build this great big house to hold 3 of them. It's a lot of room just for someone to do the fetching and carrying. You have to look after 'em, otherwise I won't stay. Best thing is to keep 'em at it. He's a wild and that. Not the best breed of human by far. I trust him about as far as I can fling a piano.
Here they come. What's up now?
Is that an ordinary piano or a grand piano?
Those be the 2 we paired off.
Yes, I see. I was rather interested in what you were saying. You see, it seems that an ant can carry a grand piano, but a human can't. I was very interested to hear that you could actually throw one.
You ain't one of them ministry chaps, are you?
No, I just got off at the wrong bus stop, and I'm just...
Well, you're welcome to stay around if you want to. There ain't much to look at, of course, except the well.
A well?
Have a look at it as you go past. Bit of local history attached to that well. They made a rhyme out of it. Ding dong bell, pussy's in the well.
Oh, yes, I know. Who put him in, little Tommy thin? Who pulled him out, little Tommy stout?
Ah, except 'twas the other way round. 'Twas one of the state boys that threw him in, and 'twas one of the thin boys that pulled him out.
Must have been a pretty nasty business.
Oh, we don't talk about that. It was a friend of ours. Split the whole family right down the middle.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a look around.
Well, I won't come with you. There's still a few of that Finn family about.
Yeah. I wonder if this is a wishing well. Throw a penny in and make a wish. Why not? Now, let's see. I'll wish for... what can I wish for? Well, I wish that everybody would speak the truth for a change. Now, who am I to ruin the advertising business? No. I think I'll wish for something simple like no tooth decay for 10 years. Or how about no 5 o'clock shadow till well after 6? No. Let's make it simple. I wish I was strong.
How strong?
Oh, well, strong enough to lift something like a...
Grand piano?
Yes, strong enough to lift a grand piano without undue stress on my mandibles, that is. And then I'd be as strong as an ant, you see.
Throw the penny in.
What's the matter?
It's a dud.
I shall resist the temptation to say, well. To be a farmer's boy, to be a farmer's boy. I must push on. I haven't seen half the 100 acres yet. Give or take a few yards. This looks like a wheat field. Lovely looking stuff, wheat. Or is it barley or oats? Anyway, it's all grist to the mill, providing as it does the staff of life. To wit, bread. Look at it. A little handful of grains. Think of some of the mighty events of history. What do they boil down to? The fight for a few handfuls of corn. What's at the back of all the wars and treaties and summits? A bag of corn to feed the starving millions. As Napoleon said, an army marches on its stomach. But for corn, his starving army might have triumphed at the gates of Moscow. I have it here in my hand. The lifeblood of the legions of France in their struggle against the dreaded Cossack. Mon général, mon général. Mon général, I have brought it through the hell and fire of battle. The corn that will tip the scales and bring us victory.
Cochon chien! Salute when you address me. Now, what do you want?
Doesn't matter now. Do you mind me asking you a personal question, sir? Why do you always hold your hand like that?
It is you that holds your hand like that. I hold my hand like this. I hold my hand like this because je suis all right, Jacques.
I do not wish to know that. Kindly leave the outer suburbs of Moscow. Oops. Must remember one of the cardinal rules of the countryside. Always shut the gate of a field. After all, it's common sense as well as courtesy. Valuable stock might wander out, get lost, or run over, or anything. Cows, sheep, or goats, they've all got the same thing in common. They're all open gate prone. Hence the closing of the gate.
Are you looking for anyone?
No one in particular. The dog said I could have a look around. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were having a party.
Oh, it's not a party, worse luck. Just one of our usual get-togethers. Gets a bit boring in the country sometimes.
Don't you like living in the country, then?
Oh, I adore it. Oh, by the way, terribly rude of me. I'm Caroline.
Oh, how do you do?
We're always having a get-together of some sort. You see, nothing very exciting ever happens, except when we go up to town.
Do you get up to London often?
Not enough, worse luck. Once a year for the agricultural show at Earl's Court. But then Mummy and Daddy are always in tow.
Bad luck.
There is some clover circulating if you'd care.
No, thank you very much all the same.
I see. Hey, you haven't got the time on you by any chance, have you?
Time? It's 3:30.
Jolly good. Only half an hour to go before that divine new cowherd takes us up for milking.
Oh, you mean the young, well-built fellow?
The girls think he's an absolute darling. The way they all fight to get into the milking sheds first is an absolute hoot.
I thought the milking was all done by machinery these days.
Not on this farm while I'm here, thank you very much.
Don't you like the mechanical method, then?
Well, really, I mean, use your common sense. I mean, how would you like your lactic glands to be stuffed into a vacuum cleaner? Now, that young man, he's really...
Caroline!
Oh, blast. It's Mummy. I shouldn't be seen talking, really, but you could come in.
No, thank you very much. I must be pushing on. Why don't you pop in and see me if you're ever in town? I know a couple of places that are an absolute hoot.
I might take you up on that.
Good. Bye-bye.
Had a look round.
Yes, thank you. It's very enjoyable. I'm almost tempted to stay.
Well, there's a job vacant, if you want it.
No, thank you very much. No, I'd probably only get in the way. Besides, you all seem to be getting along so well together.
Well, any time you're passing this way, you know, you're right welcome.
Fine, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Fellas, I want to ask you something. Hello, fella. Listen. Will you stop working just for a little while and listen to me? Fella, I want to come in. Fella, I want to come in and join you. All right. Would you ask the Queen if there's a vacancy? Fellas, look, I'll fight for Queen and Colony, I promise. Look, there you are, the old hand up there. No? Listen, I'll take mandible lessons. Anybody listening to me? Fellas, listen. Put that bit of dirt down and turn in it. What do you want? Eh? Where? Your place? Well, you sure you got room? I'm not a little one, you know. Oh, thank you very much. Ta. Now wait for us, don't go too far. Hold on, wait for me. I'm not as quick as you are, hold on.